Acerglyn.
Does it live up to its name? And by that, I mean, this is one of the dreaded brews with the lime leaves. They're not actually kaffir lime leaves, we found out, because that's a whole different thing. We won't get into why we thought they were that. Basically, I'll just tell you. Someone told us that, and they were incorrect. But it's okay. We believe they're Rang Pur limes, which I haven't heard many people using for much. So that would explain why they kind of taste like crap. But anyway, this is an Acerglyn, and this is old. This one was bottled back in June of this year. So it's October now. So this is like 5 months. June, July, August, October. 4 months and a couple weeks. So almost 5 months. Just to be honest, I don't have high hopes. That's not to say that I don't like Acerglyn. It's just to say that I don't like this one. A gentleman always gives the lady more. For all I know, we're going to love this. I know when we tasted it before, it was like, it's okay. Anyway.
The color is pretty.
Yeah, it's a beautiful color.
Clear.
It cleared up nicely.
It's this lovely golden brown.
Yeah. It looks like a mead, should look.
But then you smell it.
I smell leaves.
It smells like...
Now, we did a tasting of the pomegranate recently that had the lime, and it worked.
Yes.
So I'm hoping we get the same thing here, but I'm going to doubt it.
Well, Acerglyns are made from... Maple. So...
And honey.
Maple and lime?
Maybe?
I
don't think so. I don't know what I was thinking the day that I put this together.
I am questioning that myself right now, but...
It was one of those, we have so many leaves on this stupid tree, I gotta do something with them. Oh, let's put them in a mead. Yeah.
He does the majority of the research on our brews, so I defer to him constantly on that. So he was saying...
Yeah, it'd be great.
There's different variations on Acerglyns, and I wasn't familiar with Acerglyns at all, so he said lime, I said okay.
I've seen people put citrus in them before, so... Anyway, on the smell, you smell the lime, but it's actually not objectionable. It actually smells a lot like the pomegranate one, minus the pomegranate. Anyway, first thing we like to do is a short taste, and that just gets your tongue all acclimated to the flavors. And let's just do that. And on the short taste, you don't really hold it. You just swallow it. That didn't go down very smoothly at all for me. You could probably tell by our faces. This is just not good. It's strange.
Strange is the word I was
If you forget
thinking.
the maple syrup and forget the honey and think, this is lime wine, it's actually not horrible. That's the best I can describe it. Okay, then we do what's called a long sip, where you hold it in your mouth longer. And it's supposed to fill up the receptors and let you get a better sense for the flavors of it. Okay, I want to be honest. I'm making a big deal about it, but it's really not that bad.
When I hold it in my mouth, the texture of the beverage is actually quite pleasant. It has this velvety, creamy smoothness to it.
That's very true.
That
The mouthfeel of it is wonderful.
Very nice. And when it's just hanging out in there, it's kind of watery in flavor. It doesn't have any strong flavors.
Except that lime.
But there's like little hints of things. You're like, oh, what is that? And then you swallow it. And that's where everything goes wrong.
See, on the entrance, I'm getting the sweetness right away. And then the lime comes in and just overpowers. It's too much lime is what it really is. But then, as the lime fades a little bit as I hold it, I'm getting a little bit of the maple syrup and a little bit of the honey flavors. But then, like she said, as you swallow it, the finish is all lime. And it's just... Ooh.
And
now,
the combination...
I'm not a huge fan of lime. So
the combination for me between the maple and the lime almost comes off as something is burnt.
Yeah.
And not caramelized.
It's discordant.
Burnt.
This is one that I don't think 5 years of aging would improve it. I just don't think it's going to get much better. Now, I have to admit something. I poured a mug of this, like a month ago, probably, and tried to enjoy it. It was a struggle. It's not my favorite mead that we've made. I'm sure someone will drink this and go, Brian, what are you talking about? That is awesome. Somebody will probably love it because this is actually a well-made mead. It actually came out quite lovely.
Oh, yeah.
It's at 13.4%. It's got, the right alcohol content, the right sweetness, all those things. It hits all the things. Just the lime is overpowering. Had we pulled them out sooner, had we used maybe a third as much, this would probably be a very different beverage and we'd be having a very different experience.
I want to revisit an Acerglyn.
Yeah,
I know we're both kind of gun shy at this point. Because,
no, I think the leaves is what was the problem.
But I want to experiment more about flavor conversations about what goes well with maple, what accentuates the maple flavors, bacon. Now you're probably laughing, but
bacon maple Acerglyn.
There are historical references to meats being added to meads.
I'd have to do some research on that. There's also various extracts and stuff that we can do that are bacon flavored things. Who knows? I might come up with something. Make a bacon maple mead. That'd be so awesome.
At this point in time, that sounds delightful in comparison to this.
Okay, so let's talk. There's the three categories. There's cooking only, cooking or drinking with food, or drink alone as an enjoyment.
I think you could probably cook with this. It might work as a meat tenderizer. I don't know if it has the right amino acid profile, but
yeah, I might put like a shot of it into something just to get it to go away after a while. It's not my favorite, and I'm trying to think of what food this would complement in cooking. The only thing I can figure is maybe some Asian dishes that use a lot of citrus lime type things, like some Thai dishes.
Sure,
it might be okay
even
in there.
Maybe like a Korean style barbecue
curry,
that has
actually.
like a really strong.
Oh, okay.
That might
a curry. I think this could work in a curry.
Something smoked, because
you need something really strong that'll mask the flavor.
Basically. And that's a horrible thing to say, but
hey, we made it.
We made it.
It's my recipe. I take I take full responsibility for this being crapitude.
Now, it's not to
not
the
the most horrible
point that I needed to spit it out. No,
I drank it.
I'm going to finish my glass. It's just
I'm actually going to have a little bit more.
There's
what I noticed when I was drinking the mug of it was by the end it was a bit more pleasurable. I wouldn't say it was good, but it was definitely more enjoyable the more you drank of it. And I think what it is, it's the jarring idea of the leaves. At first, they're so powerful that you go, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
And the more you have of it, the less jarring that becomes, and the more the maple flavor comes through.
You get more of the lime, or at least I do, in the aroma, and then in that final swallow. But it's like that weird, bitter, astringent part of the lime that I'm getting more on the swallow, and that's why it's not enjoyable.
How about food pairings?
We just talked about that. The barbecue and the
curry.
Oh,
that's what you would have it with. I was talking about what I would cook it in.
Oh, no, I meant that's what I would pair it with.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I'd pair this with barbecue. I don't want to do that to barbecue. I like barbecue.
I was just trying to think of something that would have the burnt notes and the maple notes and the...
Yeah.
So that...
I could, believe it or not, I could see putting this in chili.
Well, chili does wonderful things to other things, so...
Capsicum's the best in chili.
Yeah, it really is. It's awesome.
Okay, I don't hate this.
I would not drink this alone.
No.
Unless it was the only thing left in the house.
I don't think I'd drink this anything but super, super cold either. Okay.
I think part of the reason why I'm so irritated with this beverage, honestly, is that I was really looking forward to the new experience of having the honey maple combo. So I think
we're going to do another
because I have that in my head, I'm actually being harsher to it than what its flavor profile actually is.
The more I drink it, the slightly it's improving. I wouldn't say I like it. I can appreciate it but I don't think I like it. Like I say, somebody out there is probably going to go, that is like the best thing I've ever drank. It's not for me. Now, again, I don't like lime, the flavor lime very much, which is really weird that I would use it, but you know.
It is reminding me of a candy from a different country. And there's lots of different countries that have very unusual candies, at least unusual to our palates, that have those weird flavor combinations that you're just like, how is this a candy?
It's true.
That's kind of what I'm getting from this. So it's not so much like, I can't drink this. It's more like, that's just really weird. Basically,
it's not so much like an Acerglyn anymore.
Yeah.
It really doesn't have the maple flavor. We're going to redo an Acerglyn. We'll do a more basic one. And, we'll revisit this. Because this was just a mistake. You know, learning experience. Trying to use ingredients that we had. Whatever. But it's time to give it a score. 1 being you would not give it to your worst enemy. 10 being it's absolutely perfect and the most amazing thing you've ever put in your mouth. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 2. There you have it, folks. The lowest score we've given so far.
I was initially going to give it a 4, but
I couldn't even go to 3.
I'm like, no.
I think I gave something else a 3 once. To me, a 5 means it's good. Like, I appreciate it. Anything below 5 is varying degrees of yuck. It's true. I didn't give it a 1.
So, will we make an Acerglyn again? Yes!
Does this taste like an Acerglyn? Yes.
Yes.
Hey guys, if you like this video, there's another one right there. Go watch it.